Hello, 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 everybody. Running a little late. Running a little bit late. Yeah, maybe somebody will come in. Give me some more light here. Might help a little bit. See for a thumbs up. Hook Catfish, what's going on? Kentucky Catman, what's going on, guys? I'm down here in the house tonight. The boss got some business going on up there in the building, so I'm down here in the house. It's not going to be a long show tonight. Just want to touch base with everybody. What's up, Dustin? So you're not seeing Old Glory behind us. So, yeah, we down here at the house. Let me pull this down a little bit, get a little bit better view. Let some more people come in. There's Justin Fishing Fetish, Maurice. Yeah, Maurice, I'll be meeting with the guy by the end of the week to pick up. That's all right, Trey. We'll get up, guy. My internet is a lot faster. I'm able to upload my videos a lot faster now. So that's some of the stuff I just want to talk to you about. Hello, Glenn. Is Mr. Matthew Anthony in the house tonight? Yeah, normally, guys, it used to take me about an hour and 45 minutes to upload a 5-minute video. And now it took me 10 minutes to put up my last video. So that is a positive. I hope the live feed will be a lot better than what it has been. I'm still on the old computer for some reason. My new one won't let me go live yet. I've got to figure out why. It just clicks on and clicks right back off. So I've got a setting somewhere that's turned off or not right, or turned on and shouldn't be turned on, to keep me from going live on my new computer. But I am wireless down here, so I hope everything runs just fine. Mr. James Dockery, Andy Pitts, thank each and every one of you for coming in, guys. You don't mind hitting that thumbs up and share if you choose to share. It's going to be a little short one tonight. Been real busy. Went out with Justin from Wampus Cat today. Went out and got perch. He's on the lake right now, chasing some cats, doing some pre-fishing for the tournament this weekend. We searched and searched and searched for about 4 hours this morning. Finally got a hold of Mr. Matthew Anthony right there, and he pointed us in the right direction to go find them. Junior Proctor's in the house. And had to go out to the main lake, make a long run. So we did, and we got on some. Matthew, we actually ended up with more than what I thought we would. We ended up probably about 75. I ended up coming home with about 25, and Justin said he had a little over 50. And one big old bluegill that come out from down there. Kenny P, what's going on, my friend? Hope things are going good with you. A lot of good guys in here. I appreciate each and every one of you coming in. Yeah, I just wanted to touch base some of the things that talk a little bit about the tournament coming up. And, you know, guys, I usually peeling drags in the house. We usually don't talk about tournaments on this channel simply because we want to keep it down because, well, that's not really what this channel is all about. But this is a fun tournament that Jeff Manning and Richard Warskow's putting on. And hopefully it'll catch, and other people will want to do a tournament like this, where you got to catch a flathead, a blue, and a channel, the Grand Slam tournament. It's going to be fun. You know, you might have two of the biggest fish, but if you don't have all three, that don't mean you're going to win. So more people are to start doing tournaments like this. I think they would have a fun. It'd be challenging, to say the least. And usually it's the channel cast that makes it a challenge for people to catch. When you're out there used to chasing them big blues and them big flatheads, trying to grab you a channel might be what keeps you from winning the grand prize. But yeah, I mean, I guess as cat fishermen, we need to think about that. Uh, Fishing for each, I guess we get tunnel vision. Sorry about the glare off my glasses, everybody. I guess we get a little tunnel vision chasing them big blues or chasing them flatheads. And the channel casts are just as fun. You just have to change your tactics just a little bit, maybe change your hardware. Use lighter action rods and reels. Like today, we caught a couple channels today on our sabiki rigs and light action rods, and that was a blast. Now it ain't fun trying to get a sabiki rig untangled off a catfish when you got 4 or 5 hooks stuck all the way around that catfish and his barb standing straight up. So that wasn't no fun, but it was fun catching them on light action reels and rod and reels. It really was. But I learned something. Well, I've learned something since I've been fishing and I started chasing the white perch for bait. Me and that fish, that fish drives me crazy. I've had Matthew and Richard, a bunch of guys, Dieter, and all kind of guys point me in the right direction to get them fish. And it seems like a lot of times, time I get there, they've either moved or they was there the day before and they're no longer there. What's up, Pop from Twerk and Monkey? So with white perch being predominantly the dominant bait fish and wily, I feel that you got certain times of the year, probably most of the time of the year, that there's JC in the house. What's going on, my friend? Um, then you need to learn that bait fish because I think predominantly most of the year that's the fish to use. I'm sure there's seasons where you can use crappie or stupid largemouth bass or brim or whatever they have. They all have their seasons. That bait might work a little bit better than the perch, but a lot of guys use perch year round. So learn the biggest amount. How would I say that? Like white perch, it has the most weight of fish in our lake. So I need to really learn that fish. So when I go out, if I don't have no bait when I launch, I need to be able to find those fish. Yeah, Matthew uses perch all the time if he can find them. What's up, George Cunningham? Huh. Your reception's bad. Well, you must be driving, JC. You must be on the road. Uh, Guys, how's this coming through since they've upgraded our Wi-Fi and our internet? How is this? How is my signal coming through? Is it choppy like it was last week? Sorry, I had to jump off last week, guys. My everything froze up. It wasn't doing worth a crap. Oh, there's Lyle in the house. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate you letting me know. Uh, no chop at all. Appreciate that, Kentucky. Well, that's good to hear. We was hoping we got it straightened out. And we did. It just took us a little bit to get it done. Appreciate that, Lyle. Richard's in the house. What's going on, Richard? Appreciate you coming in. Uh, got a lot of good people in here tonight. Go back and hit them thumbs up, guys, if you don't mind. There you go. And I'm working on with Trey. He's in here of trying to figure out a program that I can use to start bringing guests back on my show. He's got OBS downloaded on my other computer, but there's a lot of steps to it, more than I can keep up with. And until he is able to get out here with me and walk me through it, that's not going to happen. So I might be shortening up the show a little bit so we don't run out of stuff to talk about, for one thing. And I don't want y'all getting bored and leaving the channel because of the show starting to get boring. But if you have any ideas for future shows and stuff that you want to see discussed on here, please drop me a comment. A lot of you is a lot more experienced catfishermen than I am. I just got back into it 2 years ago. Well, about a year and a half now, right at 2 years. Still have a lot to learn. Learn a lot from y'all guys in here. Excuse me. No sleep last night's got me all cranky. Been catching perch in Monticello 35 to 45 feet. Boy, that's some deep. You having to decompress them perch when you get them up there, Junior, or you don't mind them flopping over on the side and you throwing them on ice? But yeah, guys, learn your bait fish. Whatever's the dominant bait fish in your lake, learn that fish. That fish drives me crazy trying to find. Now I can catch them once I find them, but finding them drives me freaking nuts. At 8 foot, Richard, I think you pulling somebody's leg. Them fish was nowhere to be found down there today. Starting early this morning, before daylight, we caught, I think Justin caught one little perch back there. That was it. And I caught some little brim, but that was all. I think Richard's pulling my leg. Oh. So yeah, I mean, and the shad, they was so many little bitty tiny shad all over the water back there. There you go. Yeah, I put all mine on ice. I don't have a bait tank here, so I tried a Steve Douglas move. I took a cooler, filled it full of ice water with salt in it, and stuck him perch right straight into the salt water because I'm gonna be using them Saturday night for that tournament. So I figured that'd still be good. Now they must have moved back in there this evening, Richard, because they wasn't. When we come back down the lake. We rode around through there and still didn't spot nothing. But that's part of learning your bait fish. That's part of learning what fish you're going to use your main bait, learning that fish. That's one fish that's kicked my tail. DMB Whisker King, thank you for coming in the house, buddy. 22 people in the show tonight. Thank y'all guys. It means a ton to me. But I really am not prepared for a long show tonight, guys. And I know y'all like talking amongst each other, and I don't mind that one bit. Enjoy yourself. I think we need to take time out, a little moment of silence for one of our own that lost his life, I think, day before yesterday out catfishing. So if y'all don't mind, guys, let's take a moment to remember this guy and hope the good Lord's being with him and his family. They're going to need all the prayers they can get. And I'm sorry, I can't remember the guy's name. I read it 1,000 times on Facebook today, off and on today and yesterday. Lyle, if you can, I know you know the guy's name. I appreciate you putting it up. Lyle, you still in here? I think that was his name, Kentucky. Yeah, that was sad. I don't know what happened or nothing like that, but Matt, yeah, that's it. Thank you, Lyle. Yeah, I don't know the particulars on that, but either way, it don't matter. It's sad that a man lost his life for one thing, and lost his life doing something he loved doing. So, guys, I appreciate that. Uh, but yeah, guys, how many of y'all's coming to this tournament coming Saturday? I know a lot of you's too far away, but I'd love to see more tournaments across the country start doing this. This Grand Slam tournament is going to be a blast. It's only the second catfish tournament I've been in 30 freaking years. First one was the YouTube tournament, and I didn't fish it. But so this is really my first one fishing in probably at least 27, 28 years, close to 30. So it's going to be a blast. You was, but your partner bailed on you. I hadn't either, Kentucky. I was asked about it today. Yeah, that's a long trip for you, Justin. That's a long trip, boy. It's going to be fun. I mean, it's a little short one. You know, I think kickoff's at 6 and got to be in the buoys at 1 o'clock. So you go, Richard, y'all going to allow somebody to actually fish by themselves on a boat? PD said he's coming. There you go. Kentucky said he'll be out there on the highway when you come by, Justin, with his thumb out and his blue cat rod in one hand. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Chasing them different fish is gonna be fun. It's gonna be challenging, to say the least. It hurts your feelings to come in with a 40-pound blue and a 40-pound flathead and a no channel. Yeah, and no channel. But I'm sure it's happened before. Oh, that ain't what I'm talking about, Richard. I know some tournaments don't allow people to fish by themselves uh, for a safety reason. It wasn't a trust factor, it was a safety reason. Junior said his problem is a flathead. I don't know about on Wiley, Junior. That flathead you ought to be able to get a flathead pretty good down. And I think the bite is starting to turn back on up lake. At least I hope. With my boat, I'm not going to be able to make them long runs, so I'll be fishing up lake or around that same area. What's that? Dang, Morris, I hate to hear that, buddy. Got you on bed rest. I guess you better listen to the doctor and do what he said. You don't want to be permanently on the bed, in the bed. But guys, now that I can actually upload videos a lot faster, I downloaded a program, Power Director, onto my other computer. Hopefully, I can start getting videos out. Today, me and Wampus Cat was out there catching bait and forgot all about turning our cameras on. We just sitting out there having fun, talking junk, and forgot to turn on the camera. I got a picture of my little channel cat and his channel cat. I guess it's about 4 pounds. So that's good channels, but didn't get none of catching the bait. And I'd love to have some because we're catching 4 or 5 at a time, which is fun. Oh, okay, it's comment. Yeah, it's that's the fish that I would love to take kids out to get on their perch. Because you put a rod and reel in a kid's hand with a sabiki on there, catching 4, 5, 6 fish at a time, you'd never be able to wipe the smile off him kid's face. That would have to be a blast just watching them. I don't care where. What's up, Billy? I'm glad to see you in here tonight. You must be on your break. Yeah, you must be on your break. Oh, I'm telling you, a 4-pound channel, that's probably going to be the big channel of the night. I was predicting 3. Glenn, I know your grandson does love catching them perch. That's got to be so fun for a kid. Just catching that many fish at one time, that would be. Yeah, I drove my daughter all over Lake Wiley and all these other lakes years, catfishing and bass fishing and everything else. In fact, she used to be the only one that could throw some of my bait casters. My friends couldn't even throw them. But now she's on growing up and made me a grandpa. They live too far away. Oh, I do too. I don't care who you are. What's up, Catawba Backwoods? Appreciate you making it in tonight. Uh, I do. I love catching them perch. When you drop that rod down and come up with 4, 5, 6 fish on at one time, that's just fun. I don't care. And we did get on some pretty nice ones out there today, Matthew. I mean, we got into some pretty nice ones. We got in a bunch of small ones, but we caught actually a couple nice ones. But yeah, we it blowed our mind. We pulled up down at this landing, put out, and they was literally shad everywhere. I'm talking about shad, but these shad are just little bitty shad. You can't really catch them in a cast net. There's tons of them, and we couldn't mark a fish one. We drove baits all around in there, but we wasn't catfishing. We was actually looking for bait for Saturday night. Wampus cat's out on the lake right now. Yeah, that DMV, I'm gonna tell you, them perch are fun. Them perch are fun and make perfect catfish bait. They really do. But I imagine it's very lake specific. If your lake don't have perch, then you might catch catfish on it, but I would use whatever the dominant bait fish in that lake is. Shad works great around here. Most lakes do have shad, treadfin, and gizzards. What's up, JT Crappy Cave? Appreciate you dropping in. Joe Buck's in the house. I think I'm right, guys. I thank you. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it short tonight. I'm down here at the house. Wife's up there at the building doing some stuff at the building, and it's getting dark. I told her I'd walk up there and walk her back down to the house, keep the boogers off of her. But I did want to get in here and touch base with each and every one of you and apologize for last week having to jump off the show. That internet was just crappy. I wasn't able, it just kept freezing up. Y'all seen it, and I do not like producing something that crappy. You're right, Junior. I love brim, but I also love largemouth bass. I know that makes some people cringe. A largemouth bass is one of my favorite baits. For one thing, you can get big chunks of bait using largemouth, and there's plenty of them. They're easy to catch. I never had a problem catching largemouth bass. That's just a bloody bait. That's a bloody bait. Get that kayak. I can't get in a kayak. Richard, I'm telling you what, you and him fish without even knowing where he would fish or he know where you would fish. It's funny how y'all two read that navionics so much alike, that you pick spots so much alike. And that comes down, I think, with experience. Because Justin's real green on Lake Wiley. I think he's probably not been on Wiley no more than 5 or 6 times, maybe 7 at the most. So it's funny how that works out. It really is funny. I talked to him a little while ago, but he was still coming down the road. He hadn't quite got to the landing. Guys, I am so sorry. Uh, hey, you snooze, you lose, Richard. You know he's out there. You know he really relies on that navionics, so he's out there putting his time in. I hope he puts some fish in the boat, figures him out something. He's gonna have the whole family out there. Oh, Kentucky, you want to take care of that, or Richard, either one. Uh, so, But that's funny, guys. That's funny how we rely and we read navionics and we start pinpointing. That's one bait I hadn't got to use yet. No, I'm not above it. Thank you, Justin. South Point blocked off by a tree. Had to go to Dale's. Huh. Hopefully they got it fixed before Justin got all the way down there. That's a long trip for him. That's a long trip for him. Yeah, I'd love to. Oh, you just got signal back. Justin took care of it, Kentucky. I like catching carp. You catch him on carp ball out of a lake or a river that's never had a hook in their mouth, buddy. That's a great fight. I'm all about the fight, guys. I mean, I love my catfish. I always have. Used to have an old boat it was called Catmandu. That was just I loved it. But I love catching all species. And there's nothing wrong with catching carp. What's up, T-Med? Old carp, he'll make you think twice about that old fight. That's one thing that fish has in him is a lot of spirit and a lot of fight. That first initial run will make you think, what have I got a hold of? Yeah, that carp will run you, but I've heard they make good bait. I know they use them Asian carp, but you're talking about domestic common carp. And I've seen some guys that come down and they fish that watery a lot for the buffalo. I know Jeff Manning loves buffalo. He's caught some big ones on Wiley. And I know a lot of states don't allow y'all to use game fish. I know South Carolina don't allow them to use game fish. We can use them in North Carolina as long as we count them as part of our creel. Yeah, that's all we got around here is common carp. I hope we never get them Asian carp around here. I hope them things never get in our waters. I mean, I know once they're there, you can't eradicate them, so you might as well learn how to use them. I know Lyle said he'll use them in a heartbeat, but they'll stink up your boat and make a mess. I hear you, DMB. Oh, I used to tournament fish for bass. I did, man, for many a year, and I loved it. But that catfish has always tugged on my heartstrings, so I've always. And now that I really got into catching some of the bigger fish, I like big baits, and bass offers me big baits. You found them down around Dutchman's Creek. That's a good little run from South Point. That's a good little run. I hope not. Boy, I hope we don't never get them things around here. Catch them on, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to catch them on hook, line, and sinker, or hook and line, and count them as part of your creel. Yeah, Justin, that would be fun. That would be fun, bow hunting them Asian carp. There you go. There you go. I mean, I'm a pond hopper. I love pond hopping. Them old farm ponds. I've caught some big largemouth out of the farm ponds. Big largemouth. Now they big mature bass. They go back, guys. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna take a trophy fish and use it as bait. I won't. I mean, as just as simple as that. Now up to about 2.5, maybe a 3 pound bass. Yeah, I hate it. He's bait. Yeah, Lyle, I know. I've heard so many people talk about the dam they ever get rid of. I watched a video the other day where they was up against a dam using a shock boat, and they was just tons and tons of them things in there. And that was just a drop in the bucket compared to what's normally in the water. I agree, DMV. I agree 100%. What Kentucky's talking about is them Asian carp. Uh, yeah, they Wiley. We've seen it on Wiley and on Mountain Island. I got a buddy, Wampus guy, was telling me about the next morning. They was on the water after one of their tournaments, and they was big catfish, carp, carp and gar and largemouth bass floating all over the water. So I think something needs to be done about that. And if you shoot the fish, you need to take it. Good night, Junior. Appreciate you coming in tonight, buddy. Of course, I always enjoy having you in here. Just the Asians. Yeah, I mean, I watched that video of Steve Douglas and them out there catching them Asian carp. Now, buddy, that's a fighting fish. They spawn 4 or 5 times a year. Son of a gun. Well, there's no way, Lyle, that you could keep up and actually eradicate a fish that does that. There's no way. Every time you eradicate 2, it's going to produce 5. That's crazy. I never would have thought that. I never would have thought that. That's why there's so many of them. That's why they ruin rivers and lakes and stuff. That's crazy, guys. I didn't have a clue. I guess because we don't have them around here, I never really knew anything about them. But guys, I want you to think about. I do want to start the prize wheel back up, and so y'all think about who might want to be on it. Let me know. Send me some message of what you want to add to the show. I do want to get everybody back into being part of the show like we was. I think we kind of got a little bit away from that. Yeah, I think dadgum Mossberg 12 gauge shotguns with dadgum double off buckshot, you'd have a heyday. Have a heyday, open season. But with that being said, guys, I do appreciate each and every one of you coming in. I am going to cut this show a little short tonight. Get back up here and help the wife and get her back down to the house. It's dark outside. Don't want the boogers to get her. They're super tasty. Never eat one of them. Never eat one of them. But with that being said, guys, God bless America. God bless each and every one of you. I want to thank you for coming in. Don't forget to send prayers that way to Matt's family. And but everything else, we'll see you on the water. Might go live Saturday night on Facebook during the tournament. Keep your eyes open, guys. We're getting ready to start throwing up some more videos. With that being said, God bless each and every one of you. We'll see you next Wednesday night, if not before. Say bye.